Hi and welcome to Gamers Web. Today we're going to carry on our look at Warhammer Age of Sigmar Mortal Realms, the Partworks by Hachette Partworks and Games Workshop. And this is a look at issue 6. Okay, so issue 6 comes with the Thorns of the Briar Queen. We look at the Lost City of Shadespire and Unbinding Spells playthrough, so we'll learn a little bit more about how magic works in the game. These are the Thorns of the Briar Queen miniatures. I've not actually seen these before because I'm still pretty new to Age of Sigmar, but that's the Briar Queen herself, I would imagine, because it looks very regal because she's got a crown on. Look at the detail on that. That's the kind of face that only a mother could love. Really nice looking models. Apparently they're a pain in the neck to put together, but they do look quite simple. Then again, that said, they always look quite simple and they don't always tend to be. Okay, alright, so we'll just jump straight in. Coming in issue 7, we have learn how to shade and dry brush with your new paints. So we get 2 paints. We get a Reikland Fleshshade, which is a fantastic paint, and we get a Stormhost Silver, which is a layer paint, which is also a very, very good paint. And then issue 8, we have a Celestar Ballista and a pot of Cantor Blue, which is not bad because this retails at about, I think it's about £18, and then £3 off for your pot of paint. Pretty good saving, you know. It's £4 for your shade, another £3 for that, so £7. So you get in the magazine for like 99p. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's have a quick look through. No painted miniatures again this week, I'm afraid, because we've had a bereavement in the family, so a little bit behind with things. But hopefully I should be able to get something done shortly. Okay, so this takes us a quick look at the Night Haunt, Thorns of the Briar Queen. Over the centuries, Shadespire has trapped many adventurers within its strange illusory walls. The Briar Queen and her ghostly followers have been ordered by Nagash to punish those who enter the cursed streets of the Mirrored City. Once a mighty wizard, the Briar Queen was driven mad by her imprisonment in the Night Vault. She now serves Nagash. She desires nothing more than revenge upon those who have wronged her. Cool. One thing I really like about these miniatures is the use of roses, which is fantastic. As I mentioned on one of the previous looks at the Night Haunt miniatures. So we've got the Heatherhind, Varklav, the Cruel, and Chain Rasps. All come with the Briar Queen's Thorns. And then we have a quick look at Shadespire, which is one of the realms of the Mortal Realms. Cosmo Arcane, the Realm of Death, a city out of time. All looks quite interesting. I'm still getting myself to grips with the way that things have been rechanged for Age of Sigmar from Fantasy Battle. But it seems quite good. Steelheart's Champions, which is Liberator, Prime Severin, Steelheart and his warriors were sent to Shadespire to retrieve samples of magical shade glass. They became trapped within the walls of the Mirror City instead. Right, and then they've got 3 heroes: Oberyn the Bold, Severin Steelheart, and Angrad Brightshield. They all have really, really strange sounding names that, I don't know, they do seem to fit in with the actual characters themselves. And then this is looking at the Night Haunts themselves, and then how to build your Thorns of the Briar Queen. Again, I would always advise gluing the figures, even though they're snap fit. I would advise to glue them. And again, we're going up to painting the models. So we've already got our Chain Rasps and Glaive Wraith Stalkers from previous issues. What we're going to do is paint these exactly the same way with the Corax White undercoat, and then we're going to actually use the Nickel Oxide and Corax White on them, and then they're finished. Now, I don't think they're actually finished as such, because I think they're going to go back to them and then add more detail to them when more paints and inks come out. Because I would imagine that they actually use some of the brown Reikland Fleshshade on the undead parts on this. And then this is the Arcane Jewel, so this is actually using the rules, what you will need for your magic. So you've got Briar Queen attacks and Xandria, who we got last week, attacks, and then it goes through that. And then there's a War Scroll for the Briar Queen. Okay, so that's a quick look at issue 6. It's shaping up to be a really good magazine. I really do like these models. I'm not so keen on the Stormhosts. I never really like those. They look like Space Marines gone wrong. But these are actually lovely. I love the bases. And I like all the rose details. I mean, if we just zoom in on this one here, you can actually see the little rose detail on the hangman's knot. Fantastic, really great. Okay, folks, so thanks again for tuning in. As always, I've been Mark, and we'll hopefully catch you in the next video. Have a great week.